football poly, that's right then. Pen shots, oh. And Lukey. And shots and Lukey.
Okay, there are only a few cars out on track. We should consider getting out there.
Okay. Oh, what? No caca.
Okay, so remember that the way the car handles is all about weight transfer. When you brake, the centre of mass moves forward. When you accelerate, it moves rearward. And when you turn in, it's pushed to the outside of the car. The more load on each tyre equals more grip. So make sure you're smooth with the controls to prevent the weight transfer from becoming too violent.
Hello guys, and welcome back to, once again, another live stream here on the VV Thomas platform.
Red Bull 18th.
Season 7 has
14th.
started here in the
Red
Phoenix
Bull
Racing
18th.
League. So today we will be commentating the Australian Grand Prix of the Division 1 in the Phoenix Racing League. On Monday we had Division 2. Today it is going to be Division 1. There's 19 people in the lobby, so not too bad. It's gonna give some great battles on track today, I'm afraid. Well, I'm afraid. Not really, I'm afraid, but like, I hope so. So we want to see them battles. Yeah. Let's go straight over to the track information. Yeah, well, we didn't have a last race. Well, we did, but it was kind of the last race of the season. So, I mean, it doesn't really have to do anything with this season anymore. So, the country is going to be Australia, and we will be racing on the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. It is in Albert Park, which is actually a good track in my opinion. I mean, some good racing around here. Population is going to be around 26 million. The first Grand Prix being in 1996, so not too long ago, as Mookie just retired from the session, he crashed out. Most Grand Prix won by DAV. I can't quite remember who that was. And then of course Michael Schumacher, he has won 4. Of course not Mick Schumacher, but like Michael Schumacher, the guy who drove for Ferrari and Mercedes. Keep that in mind. Quali record around this track will be around 116.7. Well, that is the record that the actual F1 guys have set, so I don't expect anyone to put a 116 on. But we might be able to see 118s today, as the top time of the lobby today, well, right now is 119.4, and we're 5 minutes into the qualifying. It is going to be a full qualifying and a 50% race afterwards, as you can see on this chart here. So it will be around 29 laps in total. The best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, where you've got a hard braking zone to your right side. You've got a turn 11 possibility hard braking zone to your right side. It's like a 90 degrees corner, and then also turn 13, where it's a little bit the same with turn 11, but then to the left side. Hard braking zone, so it's easy to make a dive bomb there. And then of course sector 2 straight, the blue like of kind of a S straight. It's not really a straight, but they call it the straight, and you will have DRS, so it's an alright part of the track to make an overtake on. So let's go straight over to the strategy, as today I expect nothing else than a 1-stopper. We might also be seeing some 2-stoppers, but in that case, I mean, you will have to need a safety car.
We have 20 people in now.
We did see in Zandvoort
Where's Mike?
on Monday that the guys were trying out a soft medium, which was not too bad of a strategy, but I don't see that work here in Australia. So a medium hard or soft hard will work best in my opinion, as the tire degradation rate is not that high, neither is the tire overheating probability. Prediction wise, I'm going with, there's a lot of new guys in the lobby. I'm going with Kaka P1. I think he's going to do great. Kaka in P1, Tutski Beard in P2, and then we are going with Antronzik in P3. Biggest winner of the evening might be Swanee, and the biggest loser is going to be Dear Old Mike. There we go. That is my prediction for today. 1 safety car, and yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's about it. So let's go straight into the qualifying already, because I need to bring a little bit of attention to the trophies on the left side of your screen. Welcome, Thomas, in the chat. You're having an amazing evening there in South Africa. I hope it's as sunny as here in Belgium. The sunshine is shining here in Belgium. Well, not anymore, because it's quite dark already. But as I was saying, like, the trophies on the left side of your screen, the top 3 of Division 1, the top 3 of Division 2 are gonna get one. Then of course also the constructor champions of each division. So yeah, that all has been dealt with by Divine. So Divine was unfortunately not in the lobby today. He's hopefully gonna be... Oh, he is actually. He's in P8. Yes, there we go. Divine was...
I was going to say, he was in the lobby.
House today. Divine Eye Tattoo Shop. So make sure to check him out, as he's got a tattoo shop in Birmingham. So if you're looking to get a quick tattoo, make sure to check him out. He also has some socials. I'm not too sure if I can say that, because like Chardman is the one dealing with this division, and Divine is dealing with the Division 2. I mean, streaming wise. As the third driver goes a little bit to the side there to make room for DRL Mike. He is in the Red Bull today. I think I remember that he was in the Aston Martin last season, where I think he came in third in the Drivers' Championship. Coming across the line, and this is going to be the fastest lap of 1:18.2. So he's already pushing here in this qualifying. It's only going to be Q1. We still have Q2 and Q3 to come. I'm going to undo my cap real quick. So, I mean, I usually stream with a cap on, but today my head is not.
Oh, this and next.
It's feeling very hot. Oh fuck, I totally forgot
Understood.
about
Stopping
Opendals.
this lap.
Oh no. I didn't put it in my predictions. Oh no. I mean, we've got some good guys today. You know, Tutski, Intransic, Kaka, Apendrots, DRL Mike. These guys are some fast fuckers. I would be able to beat them because I'm a professional F1 league racer. Of course not. That was sarcasm for the guys who don't know me. All the guys have joined. It seems like Kiwi has joined, so did Nor's job. So I'm not really sure who's going to be getting that last seat. It might be Nor's job. Let's get back to George Matt here. He has the fastest first sector coming into sector 2. Usually in a sector 1 it's not always glitching, but a sector 2, if it shows you you have the fastest sector 2, you don't have the fastest sector 2 at all. It's like, it's not true. Yeah, guys, in the chat, make sure to leave your predictions for the qualifying, and also maybe for the race, if you like to, you know, getting a little bit of I say that, interaction with you guys. I mean, there's not many people who are chatting, but it doesn't really matter. George Matt, who is coming across the line, is at the third fastest lap of 1:18.8, so still 0.6 to improve to be able to beat DRL Mike. But we have to keep in mind it's only Q1, so we might be getting a better time from the Aston Martin driver in in qualifying 2. It seems like almost everyone is in the pit right now. Only Define is still on the lap. He might go for a good time here. He's gonna go for another one, I think, or he's taking the inside line. Not too sure what's happening there, but Apendros is gonna retire. He feels very secure here in Q1. He's not gonna worry too much about his time. Divine takes the inside line every time. I'm not too sure what's up with Divine here. He's going into the wall. Divine. What is Divine doing? Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing, Divine? It seems like there is a Mercedes, and that is going to be Chartman. Also, Joby is on a fast lap, I think. He's coming around turn 2. Watch out for that curb on the outside, and also this curb. No, it's the curb he already... Wait, where's that curb, actually? Oh, it's after this corner. Right, so... this curb is the most evil curb there is. Oh my days. It is horrible. If you go on that curb, like 9 out of the 10 times you lose your car. Oh, I once had a race where I was racing in Australia. I had such a good race. Someone pushed me onto that curb. My whole race was over. I was leading that race for like, I don't know, like 25 laps. It was awful. I could have cried. Joby, is he gonna improve? He would do, I mean, he would have done very bad if he's not gonna be able to improve, because he has a 127.5 at the moment, which is meh. It is not really that great, I'm afraid. We'll ride the last corner, down the main straight. What is this time going to be? A 121.2. So it is an improvement by quite a bit, but not enough to get him into the top 10. So he's still in the danger zone. Chartman, who is invalidated in his lap here. Not too sure if the quality of the stream is alright. Gonna have a quick look. Oh, by the way, Harrison, I don't know if you're still listening, but thank you for that follow. It's very much appreciated. Hope you're having an amazing evening. I'm gonna have a quick look myself for the stream. Doesn't look... Oh, doesn't look too bad. Saying myself. I mean, if I'm saying myself, it's not that bad. I don't think it's really bad. It's lagging sometimes. But... I mean, ooh, it is lagging pretty hard, actually. Like it's glitching for some reason.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session, and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or if it's the stream. Sorry guys for me being quiet. I'm just trying to figure out the quality of the stream real quick. Seems to be all good right now. It doesn't seem to be. Have a quick look at Chartman again. Yeah, I know that little lag. It's kind of frustrating me. I want to get away from that. I didn't know it was really lagful. I might have to because my upload Wi-Fi is not that bad, so it might be something. I don't know. It might be GPU wise. My CPU is only using 1.6%, so I might have to have a quick look at taskbar. By the way, guys, it's only like Q1, so not many people drop out. It's going to be base and it's going to be rookie. Noise Job, who hasn't had a lap, he's going to start one right now. We might be focusing on that real quick. Into sector 2. I hope he's going to be doing great. I mean, Noise Job, he came into the lobby not having too much time to set a good lap. So we've got Paddy coming across the line to set the 3rd fastest lap. He is also going to be a good contester for that pole position later during Q3. Of course, he has to make it through Q2 first, as he made it through Q1 safely. Chartman has retired. He is all the way in P15. So if Noise Job or Get Noted are going to be improving on Chartman's time, he's going to drop out of Q1. Hopefully it's not going to be the case, because we don't want to see the league owner getting dropped out of Q1 already.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a race at the end of the day.
Noise Job coming across the last couple of corners here. Watch out that you don't spin coming through this last corner.
I'm out.
Now, down the main straight. What is Noise Job going to be doing? I think he improved. He came in P12. So that is going to push Chartman out of the top 15. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing the English driver anymore. We've got DRL Mike in P1. Apentrots in P2, and then we've got the Irish guy, Paddy, in P3. Looking all the way at the bottom, we will be seeing that Mookie, Basin, Joby, Chartman, and Devine have not made it into Q2. Quite unfortunate because Chartman went on mediums. So I'm pretty sure he would have been able to get into Q2 when he would have been on softs, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. Nose job was in P12 with mediums, that's not too bad. It doesn't seem like anyone from the top 10 has medium tires selected. Have a quick look at the stream real quick again, but nobody is coming out, so I'm not really able to see if there's going to be another few lags. 13 people watching, welcome everyone! Hope you're having an amazing evening. Make sure to follow the channel if you haven't already. I post daily race videos, well, commentary videos actually. I don't race, but I'm the commentator. As you can see, I'm scrolling through the grid, having a look at Ologie right now. Ologie. Pretty sure he is Irish. I can't say for sure, but I know that we have got like at least 2 Irish people and like Polish guy who lives in Ireland, but I don't know if he considers himself as an Irish guy or if he still considers him Polish. So I would assume Polish, because otherwise he wouldn't call himself the Polish Zlatan. You know, it would be like me going to move to, say, a random country. Spain. Well, that's the fucking first one I came on. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah, so he says he feels more Polish than he does Irish. Although he sounds more Irish than he sounds Polish. Well, I sound more Belgian than I do Belgian. No, actually. I sound more Antwerpish than I sound Baselish. Oh, this lag is horrible. I can see it myself right now. This is horrible. Look here. Ah, Jargman. Oh my days, that's a Bible. Was busy sending invite to members whose game had crashed, and when I did go out, had to stay off track. As there was no fast lap went past, invalidated this, and next lap went into the pits, invalidated my first run, only gate what I did before running out of fuel. Oh well, these things happen. Yes, indeed. By the way, Chartman, now you are out of Q1. Can you tell me if it's really annoying, the footage? Because I'm looking at my stream right now and it's like lagging all over the place, but I don't know if it's with anyone else too. So make sure to have a little bit of an eye for, no, how do you say that? A detail eye to detail there. Don't know if that's really something appropriate in this sentence. Doesn't really matter. So having a look at the Polish Zlatan. Why actually Zlatan? Like, take the Polish, take some Irish guy, like the Polish, what the fuck is Irish? I don't know actually anything Irish. Oh shit. What is actually typical Irish? Like, a gnome? Is that typical Irish? I think so. Like, the gnomes always have these hats and like a green suit. and they collect coins and all that stuff. I think that's something Irish. Like St. Patrick's Day, isn't that based on the gnomes? I don't know actually, sorry if I offend Irish people. I love the culture. Don't come after me, please. Polish Zlatan, only P4, as he still has a lot of positions to gain or lose depending on how much faster these guys are going to be. Apotros is also on fast lap, but we don't know. Well, we don't know how fast Apotros is going to be in Season 7. But looking at Q1, he was already in the top 2, so I do expect some great things from him. And Transic, who is in the lobby today, racing for the McLaren team, he just DM'd me. These guys are fucking fast. Alright, if you say so, Chartman. I mean, it looked a little bit like it was glitching on my screen, but yeah, the sound is great. I know the engine is great too. I know that because I haven't changed anything there. But like sometimes when my parents are like they're very busy on Netflix. What is that called? Addicted. They're addicted at Netflix. Like they watch 3 or 4 shows every fucking evening. It's like, you know, what is that show? What is it? Breaking Bad. They watch that in 3 weeks. Like, they're busy people. I mean, not busy, but like they're working people. Like they work from 9 to 5. Bro, my mom comes home. She doesn't even cook. She starts watching a show first. Then she goes cooking. She watches the show again. Then it's news. Well, the daily news, which they usually watch. Well, my dad wants to watch it, and then they just go and watch their shows again. Just still like 10 in the evening. It's 9:40 right now, so it should be coming off pretty soon. You know, whenever they're going off their TV, the stream usually is a little bit better quality-wise. Well, I'm looking at footage-wise, right? Because you know, the internet is not really getting used that much. It's only me then, and my phone, and like my TV, my PlayStation, my computer, and that must be it. I think. Also my, what is it called? Digicorder. Digicorder. Whatever it's called. Like, you know, guys, in Belgium we've got, well, the internet provider is called Telenet. It's like cable television. And we've got like a big box where it sends all the footage from. I don't know how to tell that. Like it's Netflix from Telenet. From like Belgian television companies, I don't know. Like it's in box, and the box decides what you can watch. Well, of course you can decide for yourself what you're gonna watch, but you've got this little, what is that called in English? Like the thing where you press buttons to the TV. And then your DV goes, oh my days, and Transic 115.5. He said these guys are going to be fast, but he seems to be the fastest at the moment. As we're looking at DRL Mike at the moment, he is in P14, he hasn't set a lap in yet. So we might be able to see some good qualifying runs from the Red Bull driver. As we know, he is one of the fastest guys here. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to beat Transic. But you know, you can be unlucky sometimes, you know, like Transic, and I've known him for how many months already? Transic, help me out. I don't know if he's in the chat, but I know him for a couple of months already, and he has been caught up in some incidents where it's not his fault. Chartman, if you're listening to this, it's not his fault, but like he tracks incidents, like. It's not something he can do about it, because usually the guys crash into him. But you know, if Transic gets in P1 or P2 and DRL Mike is right behind him or in front of him, they might collide into turn 1. And then I'm gonna blame it all on DRL Mike. By the way, guys, I made a song about Phoenix Racing League, but I can't remember what it was again.
Well done, though.
You need to think about it. think it was like something like, the Phoenix Racing League are racing today, yeah. Something like that, but it was like way lower for some reason. I can't quite remember, but I think I should start a music production studio. Yeah, I'm gonna be DJ Thomas. Like, instead of DJ Khaled, you know, the guy who does like, DJ Khaled. I'm gonna be like, VB Thomas in the house. And then, like, there's some girl singing in the background. VB Thomas. Yeah. I'm gonna get, then I'm gonna have like Drake rapping some lines, dripping some spitting some drips, or whatever you call it. I'm not a gangster, so I don't know how to say that actually.
18.1.
You're a mic now, coming across the line to set a 118.1. That is gonna be 3.5 tenths faster than Intronsic. Intronsic is warned here. He is warned. The only guy who still has to put a lap in is Pug Dog. I'm afraid he hasn't validated this lap, and I don't know if his tires are still optimal to set another lap. I think so, because he's going for another one. I'm not too sure how many more minutes there are in the qualifying. As you can see, it says sector 3 yellow flag, but we shouldn't be getting that right now. It says 4.5 minutes left, so the guys still have plenty of time to come into the pits, put on some new tires, and hopefully set a better qualifying lap. You know, we're seeing, well, actually the top 5 doesn't really have to worry. The top 6, top 7 maybe, top 8, top 9. Actually, Abendrots, what is he doing? A 118.9? He's way too close to John Holmes and Paddy. Paddy seemed to be very fast last qualifying. Doesn't seem to have fight the pace here in Q2. If you look at Ology, AJ the diver now comes across the line to set the 7th fastest lap, so he can be quite safe. Like, he can be quite sure that he's gonna get, oh no, never mind, Ology now with the 3rd fastest lap of 118.5, so the track is most definitely getting a little bit hotter, a little bit heated up, and the tires are gonna be squeaking around Albert Park here today. Bro, guys, my English vocabulary is fucking amazing today. I don't know what's up, but like, I'm finding these words out of my pocket. Like, I'm not even thinking about them. I'm just saying them, and I don't care if they're correct or if they're incorrect. You learn the most from making mistakes. There we go. The dog, 119.8, so still has to improve by almost 1 second to be able to get into that top 10, and usually that is not going to be enough, because all of these guys who are still in the pits are going to come out again and set a new fastest lap. Well, personal best lap. Probably not the fastest lap, because that has been set by DRL Mike, who I'm not very sure is going to be able to set another time. It might be. There's still a lot of people in the pit lane, actually, if you think about that. About like 6-7 people in the pits out of the 15. That is quite remarkable, as we will have some troubles later on during this qualifying. Oh my days, the Williams driver, what was he doing actually? The Mercedes driver who went a little bit too slow, Ology has retired from the session. Like, the Mercedes driver was going a little bit slower, but I wouldn't say it was a reason for the Williams driver to crash into the wall. As the Williams driver comes into pits, Pug Dog, he had to watch out there. We're going to be focusing on George Matt. George Matt, usually a fast guy, has only put a 119.1 in the qualifying here, as that is going to be 1 second slower than the fastest lap. But we do expect some good things from the Aston Martin driver. Hopefully he's not going to invalidate in these last couple of corners. I don't think so, but he has to watch out for spinning out here. He's going to be safe. It's going to be a top 5 lap. Pretty sure it's going to be P4 for George Matt, so he can be safe off that Q3 position. But the Polish Zlatan isn't. As he is on mediums, that is quite of a brave decision. He might not be able to get in the top 10 on those mediums. Although it depends on how good you are on mediums, you know, if you don't really experience any problems switching from softs to mediums, I mean, why not, you know? Polish Zlatan puts himself... He didn't improve. He's going for another time right now. Ooh, he gets the corner there a little bit. He didn't invalidate. Quite interesting. Looking at Paddy coming across the last couple of corners here in Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. Well, Albert Park, isn't it? Isn't it the Albert Park circuit, or whatever you want to call it? I know it's in Albert Park, but like, is it actually called Melbourne Grand Prix circuit? That's like a lame name. Still, Spa-Francorchamps sounds the best. Paddy P3, so that's not too bad. We are taking a quick look at Noise Job. The only guys who are gonna be able to improve are gonna be actually only Noise Job. Oh no, actually this is gonna be your top 10, I'm afraid, because the Polish Zlatan is not gonna improve anymore. If I'm not mistaken, he's pushing. He's pushing. He might be up for a good lap here. Can't tell if he's actually pushing. I don't think so, because he doesn't take the corner on the outside there. Yeah, he's coming into the pit, so that is going to be qualifying over in Q2 here, as AJ the driver nearly makes it, well, nearly doesn't make it, however you want to call it. He came 600ths short. Also John Holmes came 600 short. Then of course there's quite a big gap from P15 to P10, or their second, so yeah, that's not gonna work out for Hubdog here.
Wow.
Got the Polish Zlatan in P14. I mean, it was an interesting decision going for the medium tires. As you can see, he was the only guy on medium tires. As that is not gonna be something you have to look for in the Q2 qualifying. Because usually the guys are, well, the guys that made it into Q2 are gonna be way faster. So there's not really a big chance of you going for medium tires there. We'll be having a quick look in the Discord chat, as we've got our qualifying done, so everyone is coming into the pits at the moment. Alright guys, this is gonna be your standings here. Having a quick look, it is gonna be Noise Job in P1, which I didn't really expect. He's 4/10 faster than DRL Mike. That is a great time from the Slovakian driver. We've got DRL Mike in P2 and Apendrots once again in the top 3. Looking at the guys who dropped out, it is gonna be AJ the diver, John Holmes, Get Noted, the Polish Zlatan, and Hubdog. They came, well, AJ the diver came like 600s short, and also John Holmes came 600 short, so that's what's up right there. Getting into Q3, it is going to be an exciting Q3 qualifying, because the guys at the front are really close to each other, except for, well, Noise Job then, because he was like 4/10 faster than DRL Mike, which I didn't expect actually. If you think about it, DRL Mike, who used to be the top, the creme de la creme of the qualifying, seems to be lacking a little bit here in Q2. I mean, still he gets a P2, so I don't know what I'm actually saying, but like, a P2 is not too bad. And Noise Job, who actually nearly didn't make it into Q2 because he wasn't able to join earlier, so he had to do it out of one lap. So I wonder who's going to come out first. Having a quick look at the paddock, well, the pit lane. I'm not seeing everyone coming out yet, so they might be waiting for... I'm not too sure what they're waiting for. It's going to be the Aston Martin coming out first, as that might be Apendrots. No, it isn't. It is going to be George Matt. Guys, by the way, there's 11 people in the chat and like nobody is saying anything. Like at least put your predictions for the race on, or like have a topic to talk about, because I mean you guys are just watching this and wondering, oh fuck man, I didn't make it into Q3, and I'm just chilling here commentating on the Q3 qualifiers. So well, you guys might be a little bit interested in getting distracted from that Q3, or you might be like, oh yeah, come on teammate, make it into Q3, make it into that pole position, which the teammate of DRL Mike is probably gonna be thinking. I'm trying to remember who the teammate of DRL Mike is here. Gonna have a quick sneak peek in my drivers list. Lineup here. Get noted and RC. RC is not gonna be there, so it is probably gonna get noted. And I did think he was in the lobby today, so get noted. Your teammate might be up for a pole position here, but also the teammate of Norris Job, which is gonna be. Oh wait, hold up. Norris Job. He's gonna be driving in the Haas most of the times, but today he couldn't choose any other car than the AlphaTauri, so his teammate is going to be John Holmes. Actually a strong team if you think about it. John Holmes just didn't make it into Q3, but I mean they might have a good chance. I'm going to go and run through the grid real quick and say who is going to be a strong team and who isn't. RC and Swanee is an alright team. It's like not team consistency, but I mean they can do something about that, pretty sure. Get noted in RC. Oh wait, hold up. George Matt retired from the session. He went into the wall there, coming out of that fast chicane. Well, it's actually a very long chicane if you think about it, which Norris Job is going through right now, and if you lose it on the curb, well, you can easily spin your card, which George Matt just did, and I think we're going to be seeing that during the actual race too. But yeah, then we've got Red Bull, get noted in RC. RC is not going to be racing, so I don't see a lot of hope for Red Bull there. Ferrari is going to have AJ and Olagi. Might be a good duo. They're both Mr. Consistent, so we might be getting some good results from them. And Tronzik and Joby. And Tronzik is fast. I'm not too sure about Joby as he's not in the top 10 today. I think the only guy... Well, there's... Oh, wait! Oh, this is great. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say there is one driver out of every team in the qualifying, but it's not going to be Haas. Well, in Q3, it's not going to be Haas in Q3. So it's going to be two Aston Martins, and I think the Aston Martins are going to have the best shot in this Constructors Championship game thing during Season 7. And they might be looking at a good result for that trophy, which you're seeing on the left side of your screen. We're going to be focusing on Tronzik right now, because I'm pretty sure he's coming into turn 13. Now, the last corner, which is turn 14, a lot of people tend to crash out here, but he takes this corner beautifully. He takes a lot of curve around the outside. It's going to be a second fastest lap for Tronzik of 118.5. As I don't think that will be... Hope Tronzik crashes. There we go. Big Nimby, or Big Nimby, I'm not too sure. Welcome Scenario. If you're Scenario, I still don't know if you're Scenario or if you're not. Noise Job. P1 on 117.9, so actually 6/10s between Noise Job and Swanee. Now, Paddy coming across the line just at a 118.3. Looking at Appentrots, what is he going to be able to do? I mean, Appentrots, the Aston Martin driver, he has a good teammate, who also spun in the same corner. But Appentrots keeps it consistent here. No, I like him, Scenario. What? Are you a Scenario or are you not? Because I'm still confused as fuck. If you are Scenario, I'm not going to be commentating tomorrow. You're Mike in the pit lane still, so he's going to have to do it from one lap, maybe two. No, I like Scenario. Who likes Scenario? Timmy? No, it's not gonna be. No, Timmy doesn't like scenario. It's not gonna be mystery. It's not gonna be. Who likes scenario? Not Matt? Maybe Matt. No, because his Twitch is built to Matt. Eric? Eric? Are you Eric? Oh, no, I was gonna say Kevin, but he is, like, Niall's guy. Not... Oh, wait. Are you Niall? No, Niall is called Niall the Annihilator or something. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm an older racer. Older racer? Are you still racing in IRC or not really? Long time stop. Oh, yeah, well, how do you know in Transing then? That is interesting. Oh, all of you retired from the session. Why? Why? All of you had such a good time in Q2, and now you're gonna be retiring. He crashed into scenario. Oh. Ah. Yeah. Well, and Transics sometimes tend to do that. But yeah, I mean, hope you're having an amazing evening. Big Nimby. How do you say that name? Big Nimby or Big Nimby? Doesn't really matter. Hope you're having an amazing evening. What are you up to this evening? Are you having a little bit of a drink right now? Are you... Well, assuming you're an old driver, well, an old racer. An older racer. Wait, are you referring that you're... Who's gonna win? Well, good question. Good question. My prediction was... What was my prediction again? I thought there was gonna be Tutski, I thought there was gonna be DRL Mike, and I thought there was gonna be Entransic, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe Kaka. I can't quite remember, but I think, looking at this, I'm seeing some good hopes for Paddy. For some reason, for Paddy, he seemed to be like Mr. Consistent here in the qualifying, but usually when you're not, well, when you're consistent during qualifying, you're not going to be very consistent during the race, because you've put all your concentration in the qualifying, and especially in the full qualifying. Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I'm going with, I can't quite remember who I put in P1, but my podium was Tutski, Diara Mike, and Transic, I think? Did I put in Transic there? I think I did. But we're gonna be looking at Tutski right now, because Tutski sometimes has the pace, sometimes hasn't. And it depends on if he has a good day or a bad day. You did, yeah, there we go. But I can't quite remember who I put in P1. That is the problem. Alright, Tutski with his first and probably only lap during the Australian qualifying here in the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit on the Melbourne Parks, whatever it... I want to say Albert Park, but like sometimes it's well, it is me. I say Melbourne Park, but like it's a combination of Melbourne and Albert, so it kind of fucks me up. But Tutski is not doing his best. Well, he probably is, but like he invalidated again, and he's warming up his tires again. I'm not too sure if he's going for another one. But we want to have a quick look with Apentras here. Oh, he goes wide again into that corner. That might have been a little bit of a mistake by the Aston Martin driver, but he's really pushing out there as he has the fastest first sector. Cuts, well, not really cuts the corner, but tightens the corner there throughout turn, well, it's not really a turn, coming out of turn 5, I think it was, turn 7 maybe. Yeah, it's turn 7. Fastest second sector, doesn't crash where his teammate did. Coming out of that S section, he crashed into the wall. Talking about George Matt there. Oh, beautiful line from Apentras there. I think he could have turned a little bit more into that corner. Ooh, almost invalidated there. I think that must have been an invalidation if I were the game, but of course I'm not really a computer, so. Win time to main straight. Is it going to be an improvement? It probably is, because he hasn't set a lap yet. Ooh. P2 or 118.2, so it doesn't seem like he can get that top position today, unfortunately. I wonder what Tutski is going to be able to do. He is in sector 1 right now. He is on worn out tires, as I'm gonna have a quick look. 1 lap old softs, which is usually not something you want to look after. Well, of course you want to look after your tires, but you're gonna be struggling a little bit more than those fresh softs. Coming into sector 3. Oh, he goes a little bit too deep there. I think he outbraked him a little bit, as he is running no OBS. I'm pretty sure he is. So it is probably going to be a top 5 lap. But I'm not too sure if it's going to be enough for a top 3. Maybe even a top 5. I mean, in Transic, he usually is a very fast driver. P7 only for Tutski. That must be frustrating, as we've got DRL Mike, the only guy who still has to set a lap. So if he's going to invalidate now, he's not going to be able to get into the top 5 or like even 8, because we've got George Matt pushing out, and if he invalidates, he's not going to be able to put any time on the board, and that would leave him with a P9, as we've got Tutski and Olegi already retiring from the session. I don't think it's going to be an invalidation from DRL Mike though. I mean, he's so consistent, he barely gets any penalties and all that stuff during the race. So.
Well done, Paddy.
Oh, Paddy, a 117.7. There we go. My guy who... Oh, no way. No way, DRL Mike spins. He was pushing so much after seeing that qualifying lap from Paddy. And he probably had in mind that he had to beat a 117.9. Then Paddy came out with a 117.7. And right after DRL Mike spun. So it's going to be a P9 for the Red Bull driver. As he's coming into the pits, he doesn't want to take that shame of putting a bad lap on the board. He rather puts no lap on the board. So that is going to be your qualifying. As I said, oh wait, nose drop, a 117.4. Oh my days, this is crazy. He put a lot of pressure into that last lap there. That is a crazy lap by the AlphaTauri driver, as he's going to put himself in P1. But he's not usually one of the most consistent guys, so I wouldn't say he's going to be getting that race win, but we might be able to see it. You know, he's like I'm not going to say a lost case, but like it's he has to have a good day to be able to finish in the top 3, even if he puts himself on the podium. But talking about the qualifying right now, we've got Noise Job in P1, Paddy in P2, and Kaka in P3. Further, we've got Apentrots, Swanee, and Transic, Tutski, Olegi, DRL Mike, and George Matt. So we're gonna have a little bit of a break before going into the actual race, as we will be talking a little bit more about the tires later on. So I will see you guys in a few minutes.
Oh, I didn't even select it, did I? Oh, for goodness sake.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
Fuck me, guys. Ah, I put off that song and like, you know when you bump your elbow against something and it gives those tingles? Oh my days, that's the worst feeling there is. Oh, this is beautiful. 20 people in the lobby. And these guys, at the beginning of last season, like in the middle of their season, they had troubles finding like 14 drivers to drive, and now seeing that beautiful 20 number popping up on my screen, it is absolutely beautiful. Love to see it. Looking at the tires, oh my days. You know, I always find this very boring because everyone is just gonna move 0 positions up, only if you've got a good racing start. 19 medium runners and 1 hard runner. We've got the Polish Zlatan going for a Zlatan decision, as he is going for a different strategy than everyone else. We might be able to see him lose some positions here during the start of this race. But we are still able to see some guys being able to hopefully gain some positions, as seems like Noise Job goes a little bit into the wall there. I'm not too sure what he is doing, just warming up his tires, I guess, on the grass. Hopefully he's not going to spin out. Well, he might be. Just warming up his tires at the moment, looking, oh, beautiful, warming up. You know, it would be funny if like an actual F1 driver did this on the grid, like doing donuts. Would that even be illegal? I don't think so, right? Well, it probably is illegal. I'm not too sure why I did say I don't think so, but I do think it is illegal to do donuts on the grid. I don't think he has a purple thing though. Only one guy who is gonna disqualify? That is not too bad. So guys, for everyone who is new in the chat, we are in Season 7, Round 1 of the Australian Grand Prix here of the Phoenix Racing League. It is going to be 5 red lights, and away we go. Who is having a good start? Let me have a quick look. It seems like Paddy has a decent start, but Noise Job has a better exit coming off the grid. Got Paddy trying to make a move. There's a little bit of wheel banging there as Apeltrots gets P4 from Swanee. I don't think he actually got that before, but now Tusky making a move around the outside of Intronsic. Is that going to be a move? I don't think so. Intronsic is going to defend the position there of the Dutch driver at the back. There are some moves as we've got John Holmes gaining 4 positions as he's got the race start of his life. There is a yellow flag in sector 1. That might be the Mercedes driver Chartman, who has been really consistent last season. It doesn't seem like he is going to be this race. Good dog pretty close to Olagi, and it seems like there's a little bit of a gap from P13 all the way to P14, and there's like a little bit of a group behind P14. Now Pug Dog 3.210s behind the Ferrari driver. He might have a good run coming into this corner. It doesn't seem like it. The Polish Zlatan goes onto the grass, tries to make a move onto the grass on I'm not too sure on the Alpine driver, it seemed like, but he's not gonna have a good race start, as he started on the hard tires. So I mean, if there's going to be an early safety car, he's going to have the benefit. Or like a safety car in general, you know, you're going to have the fastest tires at the end of the race, and you're getting close well, you're going closer to the guys up front because there is a safeguard and everyone needs to be within a certain delta of each other. There's 3 guys who are coming into the pits, Mookie, Basin, and Divine. So they might have some front wing damage after a collision into turn 1 or even sector 1, where we saw a lot of guys just chilling. Not really chilling though. You know, Australia, it's usually a good track for racing, but like the amount of overtakes is like really low. So we've got another yellow flag, and that is going to be Joby. Alpentrots, who's trying to make a move on Kaka there. It's not going to work out, unfortunately. Yes, Alpentrots does have the fast second sector. And he's going to have a good run on the main straight here, but it's not going to be enough to make a move on Kaka. He's a little bit of a snap there, but it is going to be corrected by the Dutch driver, so it was really close there, as Intronsic is trying to chase down the Mercedes driver. Swanee usually, I'm not going to say he doesn't have race pace, but like sometimes he's not always the most consistent guy on the field. The fastest lap is a 121.9 right now, coming from Noise Job. Intronsic, who's going to have a good run throughout sector 1, but it's not going to be enough to make a move on Swanee into turn 7, I think it is. It might be 6. I think it's going to be 6. No, it's not going to be 6. It's going to be 5. Guys really close to each other, and then there's a big gap forming once again from P13 to P14. And Mookie is 12 seconds behind. The Basin is 7 seconds behind. So I think it all has to happen at the front here, where the pack is still really close to each other. DRL Mike trying to make a move down the inside of John Holmes, and that will be moved done before the S's are there. I mean, there's only one S, which is actually a little bit of a chicane. It's like a long chicane, you know. George Mad, who seems to have made the move on Olagi. Couldn't see what move that was, but beautifully done, I'm pretty sure. 4 tenths in between Intronsic and Swanee. And I think these guys are going to be battling with each other very heavily throughout the race, and like the whole race, you know. I think it has to depend on the strategy, or like really being able to defend here. I mean, Australia, not always an easy track to make an overtake on, and if you're a good defender, nobody is getting past you. That is the case. Big gap forming in between P4 and P5, because there's 2.4 seconds in between the both of them. Is this, like, this track gives me some Spanish Grand Prix vibes, you know? It's hard to overtake and it has to happen down the main straight. It's like everyone is really close to each other, but the dirty air makes it difficult to make a move, and Intronsic is a little bit too far away to make a move into this little chicane. And I think it also has to depend on how lucky you are during the race, or how unlucky, you know. The guys at the back were pretty unlucky, as we've got Divine, Bass, and Mookie, Joby trailing with probably more than 30 seconds on the guy up front, on the guys up front. Yes, Intronsic is gonna have a good run on Swanee here. So is DRL Mike on Tutsky Beard. Now down the main straight, and Intronsic is gonna have the DRS coming into turn 1. He's not close enough though. He's not gonna be making that move work. Good one. The battery of Intronsic is 60%, Tutsky's is 50. We've got Swanee at only 30%, so he's really trying to defend from the British driver there. Because I think Intronsic kind of knows what he's doing at the moment, trying to drain out Swanee's battery, but he's also draining out his own tires. The closer you are to the guy up front, the more you're going to be draining out your tires, of course. You can save your ERS, but I mean, it's not going to be enough, I'm afraid, for Intronsic. I mean, you've got to have fresh tires. Trying to go around the outside, tries to make the switchback work. This is going to be working for Intronsic. He's going to have the DRS here. It might be using some ERS, knowing that Swanee doesn't have anything left. That is going to be moved into turn 12, if I'm not mistaken. Turn 11 it is, actually. Apologies. Tutski pretty close to Swanee, but so is DRL Mike. And I think DRL Mike not managing to qualify in the top 5 is a good thing for this race, because having someone all the way from the back trying to gain some positions is giving some good racing. As you can see here, Intronsic, who's usually one of the faster guys I know, seems to be struggling keeping Swanee behind him. He just made the move though, but I mean, Tusky Beer defending the inside line of DRL Mike. DRL Mike, who's going to have a better line coming through turn 5 right now into turn 6, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken. The guys up front are battling really heavily too, as it seems like there's like groups forming, you know. There's the top 4, then there's P5 all the way to P8, maybe even P9, because John Holmes managed to get back now. Appentrot's only 1/10 away from making a move on the Williams driver, Kaka. By the way, Mr. Tumbo, welcome in the chat. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Oh, we want this away. Going back to Tutski. Seems like the Mercedes driver is struggling a little bit. Are we going to be seeing a move here? It doesn't seem like it. As Intronsic made a little bit of a gap away from Swanee. Swanee won't have the DRS, I'm afraid. He doesn't. And that is going to be an easy move for Tutski, although he's not close enough. It seems like Swanee really has a good setup down the main straight, trying to keep the guys who have the DRS in case he doesn't have the DRS behind him. It seems like he's managing to do so. I mean, 3 DRS zones already where Tutski has not been able to get back to the Mercedes driver. It seems like Swanee is now keeping up with Intronsic, only 2/10 between Paddy and Noise Job here. And Noise Job is in a really clear, safe spot at the moment, 2.5/10. He is in P1, he doesn't have any dirty air, as Kaka might be able to make a move onto the Alfa Romeo guy. I think if he would have made a move there, that would have been a little bit desperate. Paddy now has to watch out. Kaka went onto the brakes. That is great anticipation by the Williams driver, as he's going to make that move anyway on Paddy here. Oh, they're going, no! No! He even reset the track. I don't even think that's allowed. Doesn't really matter. But Kaka, he spun out, went into the back of Paddy. Paddy lost a little bit of grip there, as now it's going to be a 1.7 second gap from Appentrot's to Noise Job. Paddy, who's coming into the pits, might have some might have some front wing damage. And it's going to be Intronsic in P3. Kaka, who's even losing some more positions. DRL Mike, who has made the move on Swanee down the inside of turn 1 there. That is going to be moved on for the Red Bull driver, so he's really gaining those positions back, as he gained 5 already. Everyone is on medium, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to look at Tutski. Is not. Oh my days, DRL Mike. As I said, he was one of the most consistent guys on the field. He seems to be in P11 right now, trying to get back on track. He doesn't reset to track, as that is great in my opinion. I mean, we saw Kaka reset back to track, and I don't think that is allowed. So whoever is listening to the stream, make sure to report Kaka for that. Startman now gets past DRL Mike. So DRL Mike actually lost a lot of positions due to that. I'm not too sure if it was the fault of anyone else, but we didn't really see anyone making contact with the Red Bull driver. I think it was just a mistake by himself, going onto the curb, around the outside. Now John Holmes having a good run on Tutski, Mookie with a 3-second time penalty. As the Haas driver might be able to make a good run, good comms. Thank you very much. Oh yo, no, don't worry, I can put the telemetry up. Thank you very much, Mr. Tumble. You're new to the stream, so hope you're enjoying it. I mean, I'm just having fun here, looking at some racing. You know, getting some race knowledge on the board. Well, in my mind, whatever you want to call it. And guys here behind Dusky Beard are trying to make the overtake on the Alpine driver, because I mean, everyone is within 5/10 of each other. Now Olegi having a good run on George Matt, hopefully he's going to be able to make that move work, although it doesn't seem like it. The Aston Martin driver who has a good run coming through turn 6 and 7. Olegi will have the DRS though, although it doesn't seem like it. Where's the DRS going? Why doesn't he have... Why is there no DRS, guys? There is DRS here, right? Yeah, and Transic has been gifted a lot of time. I mean, Swanee can keep up with the McLaren driver, but I don't think Transic is going to be able to keep up with Appentrots and Noise Job space. Appentrots is actually gaining on Noise Job there, as it seems like George Matt has made the move on Olegi. I don't think so, because Olegi was behind George Matt. But I mean, what a comeback race from George Matt. He has been doing pretty well. I mean, gained 3 positions here, starting from P10. Oh no, he goes into the wall again. Oh my days. Commentator's curse. Oh no. This is like, guys, by the way, it's safety car, so my safety car song is coming up later on, but this is like one of the most clear like first real commentator's curse I've spoken in my 60 or 70 races career.
Perfect job.
This was, I was saying like George Matt, he had a very good comeback race, he was doing amazing, then crashed into the wall. Oh, that is, but yeah, a lot of people are actually coming into the pit, so it might be a good case for a lot of guys looking at the tires at the moment. AJ the driver who was coming to the pit, so yeah, they will really be benefiting from that safety car situation. We might be seeing everyone in the top 10 going on to hard tires, but I'm not too sure if AJ the driver is going to be able to make that move then. I don't think so though. It depends on how many time he's going to gain during this, well, safety car, lap, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't take those good lines, but I think he wants to spur those hard tires to try and make them last until the end of the race. Still 19 more minutes on the on the hard tires. Yeah, it should be that everyone is coming into the pits, right? And Transic goes really faster. Had to watch out. The only guy with a penalty still is Potok. Also Mookie, but he's all the way in P17, so... Oh, by the way, for everyone watching, everyone who's finishing the race is getting points. So, whether you're P1, whether you're P10, whether you're P17, whether you're P20, well, of course, if you didn't crash out, you're gonna get points. So that is an absolutely amazing thing I've seen from this league. Kaka staying out on those medium tires. I'm not too sure about that decision, but I mean, it might be working, it might not be working. I don't think that's gonna be working. I don't know what strategy would be going on. Like, starting on the mediums, it would be logical in a 50% race to go on hards, right? Maybe he doesn't want to be on 19 level hards at the end of the race, just wants those faster laps. Well, faster tires at the end of the race. Not too sure, actually. What was I saying again? I was saying something. Oh yeah, those points. So everyone is getting points. Oh yeah, that's what I really like about this league, you know, trying to make everyone finish their race, trying to keep the battles alive. Even if you're battling for P17 or P18, it would be an extra point you're gaining if you make that move work. So that is a fun thing. Usually, guys at the back of the grid are not really fighting for, like, what are you even fighting for? In the actual F1, you get money for battling, even if you're P18, but you're not getting points, but you're getting money. In a league race, it's not like that, you know, you battle in P18 just to battle in P18 for nothing, you know, you're not getting points, you're not getting anything, you're not getting fame, because, I mean, P18, who the fuck gives credit to a P18? Like, no one does, right? Even if you're having a good battle with that guy, it's not going to be working out for you. So I'm not too sure what's up with that, but the guys really have done a good job at... Oh, Kaka now coming into the pits. Kaka! What is this strategy? Now he's coming into the pits, wants those 1 lap volt extra hard tires, I'm not too sure, but doesn't really matter. And if you guys are wondering what are these guys battling for, well, they're battling for the beautiful trophies at the left side of your screen under constructor standings. Well, we don't have standings yet, so we are not able to show them on stream, of course. If there is no standings, we can show them. It's the same like... I'm not too sure. I would have tried like a very realistic, original example, but like you can use this with anything. If there is no soup, we cannot show any soup. You know, that kind of stuff. And then on the left side, with driver standings, you can see the whole grid at the moment. So, I mean, probably not the whole grid, because there's like 2 or 3 drivers who are not attending today. But yeah, most of the guys are there. You can see the teams. Let me have a quick thing. Noah's job is in the Haas, if I'm not mistaken, together with John Holmes. Is he in the Haas? I think he is in the Haas. Then is anyone else on a different team? Oh, dear, Mike might be in the Haas. No, is he a reserve driver? I can't quite remember. But the safety car is coming in right now. There is still 17 more laps on the board. I hope people are still enjoying the stream. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think should change, you know. If you think the quality of the sound is not really great, let me know. I'm willing to change some things. I want to make a video. Oh no. Aston Martin gives it back though, that's great. I want to make a video of like getting a driver in the spotlight each race. Like show them the standings they've already been, well, the results they've already been getting, as it seems like Swanee, everyone is wondering if their tires still after the safety car already came in. I'm not too sure what's up with that, but it might be the hard tires which they're struggling on. We've got Get Noted pretty close to the Williams driver. Big Dog, who gained a lot of positions. Now the Red Bull driver making a move down the inside. Doesn't leave too much room for the Williams driver as they're going. The Red Bull driver goes onto the curb to take that position away from the Williams driver. So beautifully side-by-side racing by both these drivers. Kaka has made the move on AJ the diver. He is on 2-level pressure tires, so can't really blame him. I wouldn't say you can see a lot of difference there between those tires, but still. That's now having a good run on the noise job. I don't think it's going to be enough though. He doesn't have the use of that. Well, he can't use DRS at the moment, and he already drained a lot of ERS as the noise job still has 80% left. And we've got Entranze keeping up with Appentrot's pretty good. I mean, 7/10, it's something. I don't think he's going to be able to keep up all race, as Entranze told me himself that he really thinks this grid is really competitive compared to other leagues where he has raced in. So I mean, I would be surprised seeing him in the top 3 each week, as he's having a battle with, I wouldn't say one of the fastest guys at the moment. Paddy, who has made the move down the inside of Mookie there. Dog who gets a penalty. Seems like Mookie is still pretty close to the Alfa Romeo guy, but not close enough. Get Noted makes the overtake on the Polish Zlatan. The AlphaTauri driver went onto the dirt. Now goes onto the curb there. Makes sure that he's not gonna spin out as he loses 2 positions. 1 to Pub Dog, 1 to DRL Mike. So we're going back to the front. Appentrot seems to be pretty close to the noise job. It's not gonna be close enough though. I wonder when the safety car is coming out. Oh my days, this is a good run for Appentrot. Very good run. Goes and try to go around the outside. Noise job really has. Ooh, he goes a little bit too deep there.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Yellow flag. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. The safety car's out. We need you to reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track. Be careful. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice... Stop time. We're happy with that one.
What?
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Aw, guys, this is really frustrating. So my stream cut out. Well, my Wi-Fi actually cut out. But we were very lucky, as it is gonna be a safety car, so we missed about 2 or 3 laps. I think it didn't really change too much. So welcome everyone who has made it into the stream. If you're still watching, hope you're having an amazing evening. But noise job is gonna go again, as I need to connect my controller back again. There we go. So we are able to see who's going to be making a move into turn 1. It seems like that node is pretty close to the Haas driver. It's not going to be enough though. Although has a good run coming out of turn 2. Maybe into turn 4. He tries to go down the inside as he's going to make a dive bomb work. He is going to make a dive bomb work. A little bit of wheel banging there with the Haas driver, but I don't think that is too serious or too severe of a incident. No, Pug Dog. Actually gaining a lot of positions there, as I was saying. He gained 7 positions already with right behind him Kaka having a lot of positions, lost 6. Together with Paddy in B10 who has lost 8. He qualified in B2, which is not too bad if you think about it. And we have Mookie crashing out, coming out of turn 8. Unfortunately, he won't be making... Well, he will be making the end of the race, but it's not going to be a good... Oh, another safety car, guys. Corner cutting is on straight, if I'm not mistaken. I do think so. I'm going to have a quick look. Rules and flags. There we go. Corner cutting is on strict. So yeah, we're gonna have another safety car. Mr. Tumble, are you already a driver in this league, or where did you find me? Let me know, please. I mean, it would be great to have some guys telling me where they found me, because sometimes I've got like new guys in the stream who have found me in Twitch. No way, no way. This cannot be. All right. Oh, I thought the stream was back. Gone. But a lot of guys. I'm from an old league. Which league are you? Or which league are you? Because I'm not too sure. Which league have I actually commentated on? The only guys I can think about is URC and SRM. And another guy. The guys from Red Hot Chili Racers. It was a Monday league. Yeah, that's URC. You've probably raced with Antronsic, didn't you? Yeah, URC it was. Haha. I don't have really good experiences with URC, but doesn't really matter. As long as you're not that guy that... Who was that owner again? Fuck. Who was that owner again? Oh, who was it again? Piastron. Oh my days. I'm part of the Flemish Independence Force. Bro, I have no idea if you're joking with me. That would be funny though. It's like I'm Flemish, so not too sure where that is coming from. I'm part of the Flemish Independence Force. Probably Intronsic has made that joke somewhere. Like, say something typically Belgian if you're Flemish. Well, Flemish. I'm gonna have a quick look at the tires though, because it seems like everyone... I like waffles. That is not... Say it in Dutch. Like, say something typically Dutch, like Flemish. Don't say I like waffles, because actually Belgians don't even like waffles that much. I mean, I don't like waffles. I like those waffles from the Aldi, but I don't think... Are they from the Aldi? I don't know, but it's like with this cook in. Cook. Like, on the package. They're scared as fuck, but doesn't really matter. Looking at the tire changes though, we're seeing the Polish Lata with fresh mediums. So is Chartman, and then we've got Tutski on mediums, AJ the Diver on mediums, Divine on mediums, Mookie on mediums, and then we've got 2 soft runners who are trying to make those softs last until the end of the race. There's still 9 more laps to go. So I'm not too sure if the safety car is already coming in right now or if it isn't. You're looking it up on. Ain't no way. No. That is not something typically Belgian. Like, they do say it here, but I think you just heard it from someone. Okay, have a conversation with me in Dutch then. Because you did a little bit too long to Google that. Alright, so the safety car is coming in. Who's gonna have a good start? Probably Appentrots again. Trying to make a move on Noisdal. Yeah, look, you're taking way too long too. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's alright though. Oh, you're Torment. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, Torment. By the way, follow the channel. I saw you didn't follow my channel yet. Follow the channel. It's a restriction. No, is it a restriction? It's a... You have to do it. Otherwise you can't watch my streams. I can see if you followed though. I can see if you followed. Swanee now, getting chased by Get Noted. I don't think it's gonna be a move anytime soon. Oh, he almost went into the back of the Red Bull driver there. I think it was even a Mercedes. I think it was a Mercedes. Oh, that is true. That is true. Noted. Having a bad run coming out of that corner. Might have a little bit of a snap there, but Dog now has made the move on Chartman. So will Tutsky probably, as Chartman is taking the outside line, as that will not be a good position to defend from. Now Tutsky has made that move, does have to make up to a 1.2 second gap, as AJ the diver also has made a move on Chartman. Unfortunately, Chartman, but the guys are not battling it. I can see this. Like, the guys are not really battling with each other. And otherwise, we've got Tutsky, who's gonna be frustrated with me not getting every battle on track. So, yeah. I can see it already. These guys are not having a battle with each other. And look at this. Basin, the Polish Zlatan, dropping back positions might have been an incident between the Polish Zlatan and Basin, as Basin also lost the position to Bubdog. Appentrots still 5/10 behind Noise Job. It's not going to be worth it. And Transic, who is not able to keep up with the pace of the front runners. 1.5 seconds, 1.1 actually. It's going to be too far ahead for the McLaren driver, but he might get a good podium. Oh my days. Appentrots. Ain't no way. And Transic is actually lucky that Appentrots ghosted there, because Appentrots, I mean, he came back all the way on track, and then that was going to be race over. So actually, Appentrots is the only guy who's going to be able to compete with Noise Job during the season, I'm afraid. Maybe also Dear Old Mike, but both of them have crashed out. Dear Old Mike, who's currently in P8. Who is this noob and Transic? There we go. Jackzilla. And Transic has God on his side this race. Well, I don't think so though. Another safety car situation, he might be able to come into the pits. I'm not too sure if he is going to though, because the guys who have come into the pits a little bit earlier during this race, Noise Job, who's gonna fake coming into the pits, and the guys who have come into the pits a little bit earlier during this race, when the safety car was there, are only in P10, so we're seeing Tutsky in P10. And now Paddy and Pupdog, who are coming into the pits, so is Basin. So that is going to get one more position, or maybe even two, for Tutsky Beard. Yeah, another safety car. I don't think my two, or maybe even one safety car prediction is coming through. We've got actually Come on, Jaxilla. Oh my days. It is British jokes. British jokes. I don't get them. I really don't get them. Looking at the position changes. Petros was left the session. You would better be watching the stream than watching the race in the actual lobby, but it doesn't really matter. 4 positions gained for Intronsic, 2 for Swanee. And we've got the biggest winner of the evening, together with Mookie, is going to get noted with 9 positions gained. And we've got John Holmes with 7, which is not too bad considering he crashed out quite early during this race and then climbed back up. So currently in P5. Then we've got Kaka, not the biggest loser, as that is going to be Paddy. Who did I say again was going to be top 3? It was Intronsic, Dutski, and Daryl Mike, but don't think I'm going to get my prediction coming through today. Well, safety car is not coming in, so we will have one more lap behind the safety car. Thank you very much, Jaxilla. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Guys, keep it chill with the scenario jokes in the chat. I mean, we all know that scenario is a little bit of an interesting figure, but, you know, he likes to joke around. So do you guys, apparently. And, you know, it's like Camp and Intronsic versus Camp Scenario. I haven't seen anyone from Scenario's friends joking about Intronsic. Actually, I did. I can. I don't want to, but I can. And I'm going to, though. You know, like, a commentator with 70, maybe 80 races of experience knows what to look at. Like, we have Tutski in the race who is always complaining about me not going to a certain battle, but, you know, you'd rather see a battle up front than a move from P18 on P17, right? I mean,
okay, let's get ready to go racing again.
I don't
the
know.
safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car
Still
in this lap.
love the feedback though, but well, it's quite obvious when people are coming into the pits during the safety car, they're going to be on fresh tires. Want to see any remote scenario moves? We might be seeing one from Intronsic, because I mean, Intronsic is one of a kind though. Sometimes he drives normally, which he does today, but I do see him make some moves on the noise job for some reason. Alright guys, it is going to be 5 more laps. I'm not too sure what kind of savage moves we're going to be seeing today. Jimmy Savile, there we go. Everyone makes mistakes. Very much true, but oh my days, Intronsic has been caught sleeping. Oh, 1.1 second. What is that kind of strategy from the McLaren driver? As he's going to warm up his tires, so is the Red Bull driver there. There's a 1.2 second gap in between John Holmes and Get Noted. And we've got Basin making a move on his teammate, and all the soft tire runners, not too sure what their strategy was, but I don't think they should have come into the pits. Mookie has made the move on Divine here, but we're looking at a Red Bull driver trying to make the move on Swanee. He's going to go onto the curb. Had a little bit of a snap there coming out of that corner, but it was all good, nothing too severe. Because it seems like Swanee has taken that little bit of a gap back again. Your Mike was going to have a good run on Kaka. Kaka was actually the last guy on those old hard tires. So in my opinion, those hard tire runners have gone for the best decision, just gone for a tire strategy, well, tire pit lane change, whatever you want to call it, tire change. When the safety car was there and haven't come into the pits anymore. But it also has to depend on what the whole group is doing, you know. Big Dog, who's getting retired from the session, into... Oh no. Safety car, safety car situation once again. It won't last long. No, I don't think so either. It will be coming in lap 27 at least. Going into lap 26 right now. I mean, I think it will come in lap 27. Like going into lap 28, it will come into the pits. So thinking about this, I mean, Bulldog had a pretty amazing race, then came into the pits for soft tires and kind of fucked up his own race as he crashed with Basin. Not too sure whose mistake it was. I will have a quick look in the Discord chat. Oh my days. The guys are discussing Bulldog, and then we've got Paddy. This is ridiculous. Paddy is still in the race though, so I'm not too sure what's up with that. But I haven't seen really what was happening, so and I think that's best that we didn't see what was happening. It might have been something for the stewards. So anyone who is in the chat, just keep your mouth shut and let the stewards do their work, you know. Me as a commentator, I can't say too much either. Because, you know, sometimes I've said too much in the IRC league. And now they've decided to not let me know anything for tomorrow's race. So I'm not going to be there anyways. Haha. I want to see a science. What is actually a science? Because I haven't seen the Australian Grand Prix in a long time. I find this... No way, Antronzik left the session. Hold up, I'm gonna invite him back again. Hold up, guys. It's still one more lap of safety car, so I'm gonna switch over real quick. I'm gonna invite him. So I've got him added though, I'm not too sure if I've got him added. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have him added. For some reason, why don't I have him added actually? Oh, he joined again. There we go. So he joined again. He's gonna be back in his car. Okay, Chardman, thank you. That would have been like really unfortunate with him not being able to battle for that top 1 position.
Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until
It is a shitty game, Damien. It is a shitty game. By the way, Damien, you haven't followed the channel yet. I would have expected that you followed the channel already, but you haven't. Because this is going to be your first chat in the chat, so I would appreciate it if you follow the channel. Well, you probably have followed it already, but... Ah, there we go. I mean, sometimes I'm not too sure if you follow the channel already, and like, people are telling me, yeah, you're doing great, but then don't hit the follow button. Thank you, Torment. Appreciate it. This is more intense than that, than the end of Course 1. Oh my days. No, I didn't see. Sorry. Alright. Noise Job is gonna go very early again, and Trolzico has been caught sleeping again. Now we've got Get Noted trying to make a run on Swanee. It does mean that the, oh my days, 5-second time penalty for Paddy. Having a collision with the Vine there. No way. Not a safety car again. I don't think it's gonna be a safety car though, but Get Noted. He didn't make it through that corner very well, as he's gonna be losing some positions. Oh, we've got Tutski. Beautiful scenery we are seeing. Bad day for AMR. Yeah. Very much true, as Diorel makes a move down the inside of Kaka there. Dutski was trying to make a move on Kaka, but it doesn't seem like that was going to be working out. We've got Mookie pretty close to AJ the Diver. 10 lap old mediums versus 9 lap old mediums. Both drivers having a penalty, and I'm not too sure what penalties they are having. It's a 6-second time penalty for Mookie, a 3-second for AJ the Diver. Mookie, who's keeping it clean throughout the corner here, does have a good run. Trying to make a move into turn 11, but AJ the Diver moves back onto the racing line. There's the yellow flag, and that is going to be get noted retired from the session, as he didn't make it through the chicane, unfortunately. And he did seem like he was going to have a good race and a good result, as he didn't have a good qualifying lap. It's not going to be enough, I'm afraid. Daryl Mike was pretty close to John Holmes. Actually, Daryl Mike, who crashed out of the race very early. I think it was around lap 4 or lap 5. And he made it back up to P5. I mean, might be able to get P4 even, as AJ the Diver and Mookie are still having a battle here. And they're having a collision, as that is going to be race over for the both of them, as they will not score too many points, I'm afraid. They're going to score a couple, because everyone is getting points who are going to be finishing. Well, that is something original and like unique in this league. As Chartman has made the move on Paddy there, Daryl Mike is going to make the move around the outside of John Holmes, going into this little S section, and he has made the move already before the corner was there. A hard corner to make a move in, because it's high speed, it's hard braking zone, you know. This is the last lap too, so I think the top 3 has been decided already. Noisjob, who caught a 3-second time penalty last corners, and during the last corners, and that is going to be a race win for Intronsic, I'm afraid. Well, I'm afraid, not really I'm afraid, but Daryl Mike will have to be happy with a P3, with a P4, as he finishes 2.8 tenths behind Swanee. Now we are looking at John Holmes being P5. Paddy was dropping back all the way to P12, and AJ the Driver is still going to be finishing in the top 10. Divine, who is still having a battle with Joby. Joby, who might be able to get that position here. I'm not too sure who finished on top of that. Well, in front of who? Joby is going to be P14, so I think it is going to be Divine in P13. If I'm not mistaken. We're going to have a quick look. Chartman driver of the day. As I said, he was not one of the most consistent guys here. He still had the fastest, well, the most consistent race. And I mean, if you think about it, Daryl Mike could be deemed driver of the day too, as we've got our race winner Intronsic here in P1, Noisjob in P2, and Swanee in P3. Further, we've got Daryl Mike, John Holmes, Kaka, Tusky Beard, Chartman, Polish Latan, and AJ Driver to finish off P10. Mookie, Paddy, Divine Eye, we've got Joby, and the other guys who have DNF'd, unfortunately, Get Noted, Basin, Top Dog, Apentrots, Alki, and George Matt. So we are seeing both the Aston Martins in here. We are seeing a Ferrari driver. It seems like Ferrari doesn't have a good result here in the Melbourne Grand Prix, however you want to call it. Australian Grand Prix it's actually called, but this is going to be your results from the top 10, top 14, as you can see on the screen. Thank you very much for being in chat, Mr. Tumble. There we go. Long live the Flemish resistance. No worries about the comms. I'm doing this with a lot of joy. Well, a lot of fun, however you want to call it. But guys, this was going to be your results for today. I'm going back to the bottom once again, as I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to share my screen to give you a little bit of a thank you thingy there. I might be able to. You can have a quick look. Oh. I am able to. Oh, there we go. Alright. No worries. No worries. It was an honor, AJ. Alright, guys. So, this was it for this evening. Hope I enjoyed you. My apologies for the cut in between two streams. I will be cutting them, well, pasting them together. in the actual YouTube video. So my apologies once again. It was a little bit chaos, so I would suggest to watch the first part of the stream, as the second part of the stream was a little bit less interesting. But I thank you very much for watching. This was season 7, round 1 here in Australia today. It was going to be the Phoenix Racing League. I thank you very much for watching. This was Ruby Thomas as your commentator. Peace out. I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The goat comes. Well done, mate, well done. You can join me on Friday. Trying to think which league I'm racing. Yeah, road to racing. Join me Friday, 7:30. As we compete at Portugal. So join us then, 7:30 Friday.